Hello, everybody. How's it going? Darksy DeFiel here, sipping on some sake tonight. I'll try to remember to move my mic out of my face while I take sips. Hopefully get a little better about that. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm just sitting here waiting for the guy to come on and start talking. He's late as per usual. Um, and I was bored. I mean, I already streamed earlier today. But I'm kind of sitting around the house, didn't have a whole lot to do, and I just kind of wanted to have some fun. So I thought I might jump on here and actually start doing a little work towards something I'd been wanting to do for a little while, which is kind of build out our Pig Roach cinematic universe a little bit. So obviously, first and foremost, welcome, Derek. Glad to have you all here. But I also, I started thinking to myself, I've got all these drawings of Phil in all these different sort of ways. Got 3D sculptures of Phil, got all this Phil stuff. And I started thinking, my initial idea when I started fucking around with all this stuff, when I started making the Dark Side Chronicles and all that, was was to build out a little bit of a world for fun, just a creative outlet, practicing character design on shit that I just kind of wanted to laugh at. That's like so ridiculous and stupid enough that it could actually be a fucking like cartoon in and of itself. But that's going to require some other characters. So I think I've got plenty of pig roach, got plenty of ways to go with that. So I thought it might be fun if tonight we start working on not just Darksy, which we already have. We love Darksy. We do very well with Darksy. But then get the old bitch wife cat, and maybe eventually, probably not tonight, but maybe eventually the kooky neighbor Teb-chan, whose fault it always is. Whenever something goes wrong, you can guarantee it's Teb-chan's fault. So I thought that might be a fun way to approach dicking around on the stream tonight. Oh, excuse me. It's yawned like a motherfucker. That was entirely unexpected. So every now and again, I'll check and see if Phil is up. He is playing his Warner Brothers Punchy Punchy game tonight. I actually haven't been around for a stream of this in any way, shape, or form yet. All I know is it doesn't make the coveted money. Um, I haven't even had a chance to listen to anybody else restream it. So, I'll turn this on. I'll get sort of a robust, fresh, delicious take uh, on how Phil handles playing this game while we do some doodles. Sounds good. Let's actually see, what are we at here? Where are we at, Philip, on the sound wise? Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. All right. Well, then you know what I'll probably do to start this to kick things off is actually doodle out a quick Darksy. I've been trying to work on this form factor for sort of a shorter, squatter Darksy, but I feel like a more cartoony Darksy might be something sort of in between the horrendous, slovenly King of Hate pig roach thing that I did the other day, and then sort of the more goofy, cartoony thing that I did on the level one podcast drawing. I think there's probably a good middle ground there that'll work really well. The reason I want to lay him out here real quick is obviously, this is the star of our show. This is the leader of the pig roach cult. So he's got to be represented front and center, but it'll also be, a nice visual reminder at all times of sort of who my main character is, because then we can build a world around that aesthetic, around that vision. Basically, make sure that Bitchwife Cat and anyone else that we create feels like they belong in the same world as our wonderful cats and pig roach here. As far as shit that's actually going on with DSP. I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think the big news for today was the fact that the big backer for the new computer dude backed out, dropped out on him. I feel like I listened to that clip a couple of times, and I'm not even entirely sure I understood it. Kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but the big takeaway was that the whale is no longer going to whale. Turns out the whale was just a minnow, and it is now slinked back to, I don't know, wherever minnows live, I guess, to at least not drop all of his money on Phil today. I had my theory that this was either OIC waking up, or OIC was his op the entire time. His goal was to bait Phil right up until he thought it would be the funniest, and then just tell him that he couldn't have it. Which, I don't know. I kind of doubt that, but at the same time, it sounds stupid enough and nonsensical enough to possibly be true. But I don't know. I don't really like peddling stupid conspiracy theories either. I'm much more interested in the kind of stuff that we can see and feel. I'm a man of science. I like seeing a cell phone very clearly running WWE champions just sitting out in front of a camera. That's the kind of data I like to collect, store, and study. As per usual, we're just blocking out blocking out the general forms of your standard pig roach body. So I'm making sure that he has a robust tummy from all that feasting that he's always doing. But then he also has the appropriate boobs hanging over them, because you gotta have boobs hanging over. If you don't have boobs hanging over, then are you really the pig roach? People have been kind of exposing that lately. I've seen a couple of different clips, people watching, kind of pointing out just how ample, I guess, Phil's chest is when you really look at the shirts he wears and the way that they lay. It's kind of horrifying. It's kind of horrendous. But anyway, I guess that's what happens when you just decide one day that you're done being buff. You spend years being super super buff, working out all the time, and then you just decide, you know what, I don't need any of this anymore, and you just stop doing it. Because that's what happened, right? That's how it worked. Sound good? So again, just trying to kind of quickly get something laid out that I like. The weirdest thing to me is that all the time that I've spent drawing this caricature, and I'm still not totally happy with it. I've still never landed on something that completely and totally, like, yeah, where I just look at it and go, "That's it. That's the guy. There he is. I found him." I don't know that I have landed on anything that I consider that caliber just yet. Damn, I had a longer day than I thought. I can't stop yawning. I didn't want to fall asleep on the stream, dude. This isn't even a Yakuza game. I reserve the right to be a little dozy. I'm a busy man. I got a lot of shit going on. Career, family, other shit. But I hopped on here to cut loose for a little bit, have some fun. That being said, I'm not entirely sure how long I am actually going to stick around tonight. Um, I sincerely doubt I will be here for the entirety of Phil's stream. One, because I do have things that I need to take care of tomorrow that I need to get some sleep for, and two, I mean, come on, piece of pieces on. I'm kind of low key jealous that I'm not in piece of pieces stream right now because it's always, always, always a good time. Hey, Elaine Walls, what's up? Oh, thanks for the retweet. I appreciate it. The belly button on the CG is that yeah, I like making sure that he's got a nice deep crevice because he picks it. He picks it in his spare time. Oh, I know pieces restreaming. I was just saying that. It's funny because I was sitting around tonight thinking, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm worn out, but I want to do something. I don't just want to sit around and do nothing. And I thought maybe I'll give restreaming a try because I tried earlier this week and all my shit just kind of collapsed on me. Um, so it didn't end up happening. And I didn't want to completely give up on the concept. I still think it'd be fun to do. I made a nice little layout for it, but then so I looked tonight and I was like, oh, nobody's doing the multiverses stream. This will be fun. And then I went to create my stream, and I saw that Pop had made his stream, and I thought about it for a second. And I was like, I shouldn't do it. It's stupid. It's silly. There's no point. And to be frank, I like hanging out in pieces stream too. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like this is what I want to do. I'm gonna be drawing either way, so I might as well sit here for a little bit, have some fun, bullshit with some folks, and then go hang out there. That actually sounded like a pretty chill way to spend the night, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, his belly button's seen the light of day a few times on stream. Once or twice he stood up and let that fucking thing loose. Once or twice. So just to catch you up here, I'm quickly laying out a fill. Because again, I've never totally been happy with with the designs for him thus far, but then I really wanna move into trying to figure out what uh, what Ket looks like in the DSP animated universe. So I think that's what I'm building here. I think that's what I'm building here. I've actually been on a lot of personal projects. I've been teaching myself animation lately, and I mean, I'm still very, very basic at it, but there's a part of me that wants to wants to sit down and work on some simple fill animations just to see what kind of shit I can crank out. And I'm not talking like those silly GIF animations that I put on Twitter. That's pretty easy stuff. We've known how to do that for years. Talking about old school, tried and true, hand drawn 2D animation. I've always wanted to learn that, and since I've been using this DSP stuff as kind of an outlet to learn all sorts of things anyway, figured I might add that to the list. Get some practice in. Yeah, you missed the belly money shot. Yeah, it was. It's just every now and again he stands up and you catch a bad angle or he lifts his arms a little bit. It's like the camera is right there in his navel. It's buried the second that he stands up, and he'll fucking throw his hands in the air. And it's just the weirdest thing. It's like I've got a hairy belly too, but I'm not trying to show it on the fucking internet. Nobody wants to see it. A pale, fucking, disgusting, hairy pig belly. I grew up around farm animals, and I'd rather see their disgusting, hairy bellies than Phil's. I like this though. I do like this. I'm trying to find a middle ground between that newer drawing that I did the other day and the more cartoony stuff that I did. And I think that middle ground might be just the ticket that we need. He has no good angle. He has no good angle. Oh, but he's on. He's on. I'm gonna get his sound going here. Give me 1 second.
tonight we're ending up the streaming week with
And let
multiverses.
me know.
And this
So
will
I
be a little bit
streamed
different
earlier
than when I
today,
played multiverses over the
and I
weekend
was
because now multiverses is
way off
open
on my
beta.
audio
What that
balance.
means is that
I'm still
essentially
getting
it
used
is
to that
now
kind of
available to
stuff. So
everyone,
let me
whether you play
know
on
if
Xbox,
I'm way louder
PlayStation,
than
or
him, if
PC. You
he's
can
way
play,
louder than me,
and
if
they
there's anything that ought
changed
to
it
be
up.
adjusted. I would
And that
very
means
much
that a whole
appreciate it. So
different
maybe I can
cast of
finally
characters is now
get these
unlockable to
sliders where
play.
they ought to be.
Basically, some of the characters that were locked previously are now unlocked. The characters that were unlocked previously are now locked. Interesting. This is both good and bad. It's good because the newer characters, you earn more money as you level up with them. Like as you play with them within the first few levels that they gain, you gain a bunch of more credits. So it'll be easier to unlock newer characters. The bad news is that means that these characters are not permanently unlocked unless you buy them. Meaning, I've bought one character so far, Iron Giant.
Who the
He's the
fuck
only
doesn't know
character
this at
I'll
this
always
point?
be
Why
able
are
to
we
play with.
explaining this before we
That
just
seems to be the
fucking?
model that
Oh
they're
my
going
god,
for.
just
Like
fucking play the
everybody, they'll
game, dude.
unlock a different 5 characters,
His
and
voice
none
is
of those will
low.
unlock unless
All
you've bought
right,
them.
I thought it might be.
So, I guess we will see what happens. Tonight I'm gonna try all new characters.
But
I'm
don't
just gonna
turn
go
him
through
up.
all the new ones that I haven't played with
Well,
yet,
tell me if that
and
helps at all.
and just mess around, have a good time with it.
If
Now this
that
is
didn't,
open beta.
then
I'm
I'll
curious to
try
see
something else. I'm kind
if
of messing with a couple of different sliders here,
the
trying to
connection
figure
can
out
be
what works the
improved because there's
best.
more people playing,
Tell me if
or
that
maybe it'll be
changed
the
anything,
opposite because everyone
please.
can play it. Maybe even people with the worst possible internet connections will be trying to play it tonight and just ruin everything. Who knows, right? I guess we'll find out. It does have rollback net code, so I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Now, as always, when I'm playing a competitive online game, or in particular a fighting
I'm
game
not
like
going to be
this,
able to talk to you
when
guys
I
a
am playing
lot.
the game, I have to be focused on it,
I
or
have to
else
be
what's the point,
focused on
right? If
it,
I'm
or
not
I'm
going
not
to
going to
be focused on the
win.
game, I might as well not play it. But when I'm focused on the game, it means I
No
cannot
change.
see
Okay,
your
I thought
messages, I
so.
cannot
Just wanted
interact
to
with you,
make
I
sure.
cannot
Kind of
shout
want
out
to
a
take an opportunity
contribution.
to try to
I will do
eliminate
so
something, a
between the
possibility.
matches, but don't worry, it's easy to do so. It's not a huge deal where I'm stuck
I
in the
just
matches for 20, 30 minutes.
turned him up a
I should
little
have
louder. I
ample
think that should
opportunity to
help.
talk with you guys and give you shout outs for any contributions, so don't worry
He's
about
always so
that.
goddamn
Just please
low
be
to
a little
begin with.
patient because I can't do it immediately like I might be able to do with another stream that's a little bit more laid back and relaxed, okay? Speaking of which,
But I've got him turned up as loud as he's going to go, so
tonight,
hopefully that
if you
helps.
guys could support the stream,
And
I
I
would
should
really
still be louder
appreciate
than
it.
him.
I've now had 2 straight days of relatively slow stream support. Last night we only got like maybe 10, 15 bucks of tips. Today we barely hit the $50 tips goal on
Well,
Batman.
thanks for
So
swinging
things
by,
have
Elaine.
really
I
slowed
appreciate it.
down in the last few
It's very
days,
cool
which
of you.
sucks. Tomorrow's my day off.
Give
Tips
me
are
some
more paid
folks
for every day of my day off.
to
Any
bullshit
community
with,
tip me
bounce some
tonight, it
stuff
helps
off
me
of.
directly for my day off tomorrow. So if you can support the
Again,
stream
I
tonight,
would,
anything is appreciated. Thank you in advance for any kind of
if
support. I
I
really do
weren't
appreciate those
doing this,
to
I
support my
would be
content.
dicking
But
around
if you want to help the
these
most, tipping would make
streams
sense
too.
since that, number
So,
one, gets you rewards, and number two,
and
will help me for my day off tomorrow, okay?
don't feel bad about running over there.
It would be absolutely great
You
to be able to
decide
make up
that's
maybe
what
for the
you
past
want to
couple of
do.
slow days with some good rewards tonight. Maybe get you guys a hat or something
He
on the
kind of
stream,
looks
something
like
silly.
I don't know if you're aware of MC Chris.
All
He
right,
looks like fucking
Bama
MC
Ham
Chris
Young
without
did a
his
$2
facial
super chat
hair.
to start the support tonight and says, I hope that they
In
have
my
no
drawing, not in
comment.
real life. I wouldn't insult
There you
MC
go.
Chris like that.
They could.
Although
It's WB
he
Games, and
has had
WB Games
some
is the rights to Midway, or
he has had
NetherRealm, I
some
should
beggar
say, now
man
because they're not
issues on
Midway
the internet
anymore.
himself in recent years,
And
unfortunately.
technically, they could put
So
Mortal
maybe
Kombat
there is
characters
a
in. I mean, they
connection
wouldn't have
there.
gore in it, I don't think, but they could do that if they wanted.
Yeah, I can probably work on that later. It's fine.
I'm thinking they have to have cartoony versions of them.
I was
Much like
really
they have
surprised. I thought I had it
cartoony
all
versions
figured
of
out
DC
earlier
heroes. They probably have
today,
cartoony versions of
and I was
Mortal
really
Kombat characters
surprised
in
to
it. Okay.
hear just how
All
bad
right.
it was.
Tyrone, good evening. What do I have for dinner? Leftovers. We hadn't planned on
There's
this
Tyrone
week
with the leftover
being a 6-day
question.
streaming
I feel
week.
like I've been hearing a
Originally,
lot of
it was
that
supposed to be 5
lately.
days, and then all of a sudden my wife's schedule changed at the beginning of the week.
My wife.
So I had like some leftover macaroni salad from the
Always
other night.
talking about my wife.
And like a sandwich. What did I have? A turkey sandwich with cheese because we didn't have anything else, and I don't have any money to spend. Tomorrow is the day out. I'm not spending money today, so I just had leftovers. Nothing spectacular.
Maybe
Okay.
that works. He's got that fucking. He has the fucking weirdest shape to his mouth, and I'm not even talking about the stroke mouth. Like that's a whole other can of worms.
No, I've
But he
not seen the
has
Witcher
this
TV
like
show. I haven't had Netflix since
it kind of
that
comes
show
out
came
more than
out. I
anything
canceled
when
Netflix quite a
when
while
he
ago.
sips from his bottle. It's kind of like I can't even fucking do it. I'm sitting here trying to do it with
That's
my
right,
mouth.
turkey bread sandwich.
Like the
Turkey
left
bread
and right of his
sandwich.
mouth are
No,
always
turkey and
super
cheese
low no
sandwich on
matter what
bread.
he does, and it
A
will come as
turkey
no
bread
surprise,
sandwich.
but it
So
appears
here we go.
that he puts
I think we'll
the
start with. Oh
least
God,
amount
go
of
ahead.
effort it's humanly
I want to start with
possible
free
in
for all.
opening his lips just enough to drink, and it drives me fucking insane every time.
All right, let's start recording. Okay. All right, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Multiverses Open Beta. That's right. Since the
Hell
last
yeah,
time that we
YouTube
played
mode,
multiplayer, this game
motherfuckers.
went from closed beta to open beta, meaning now everyone can play this essentially. But what they did is they mixed it up and they changed the characters you can play as. Now there's a whole new slew of characters that are unlocked, including, to show you, yes, still Wonder Woman, but now we've got
Hey, he was going
Superman,
on about this
we've
earlier
got
today too. It's like,
Garnet
have you
from
just
Steven
never played a
Universe,
free-to-play
we've
game?
got
Like that's what
Brain
they
Dog,
do.
which I believe is
He
just an
acted like
original
the he
character
acted
for
like
this
the
game.
whole
Finn from Adventure
cycling
Time.
characters out weekly
And
for a
that's it. That's
free-to-play
it.
game
If you want to buy
is
any other characters, you have to buy
this
them
extremely
with the
new and
currency. Now, keep
novel
in mind, Iron Giant
practice.
is
You know,
unlocked for
it's
me.
been
Why? Because
going
I
on
actually
since.
bought him
I mean,
with
at the
the
very
currency
least,
that we had earned the last few times that I played the game. So
the
if you want
launch
to play with Iron Giant
of
tonight, we can.
League of
But I think it
Legends.
makes more sense to mess around with new characters that I
I'm
haven't
pretty
used
sure there's
yet,
plenty
right?
of games that have done that over the years, but
All right.
he
By the
acted like
way,
he'd never heard
LeBron
of this
James
concept
has
before.
been added to the game. He cost 2,000 currency. Currently, I have 1,500. So later tonight, if I want to, I could probably unlock a character because the most expensive.
Oh, does he have to pull for him? Does he have to pull, or
We'll see
does
how
he
much
just
I
get
earn
him for
tonight.
free?
But for tonight to start,
Do I remember Droopy
I think I should
Dog?
start with
Yes, I
Superman.
absolutely remember Droopy
Like,
Dog.
why not,
He always
right?
said,
Look,
"You
his
know,
alternate
you know
attire
what?
is all
I'm
gold.
happy."
1 million.
Yes.
And it means a lot
Without
of millions to unlock. So let's not do
without
that.
revealing
Okay.
too much of myself,
You better.
I'm quite
You
old.
freaking better, Superman. If you do your worst,
I am
I'm not gonna
I
be
am
too
no
happy with
spring
you. Good evening,
chicken, so I
Slayer. How are you?
remember
How's it going? Stephen
old
Hawking,
school
TV
characters
television,
like
when's the
Droopy
last
Dog.
time I took a vacation? A real vacation? Like a full-fledged, full-on vacation?
Never, dude. I've never taken a vacation.
2012?
When have I had time?
2012. I went to Florida.
I'm always working, dude.
If you mean
7 days a
just
week.
time away from work for reasons,
And you shouldn't ask this kind of
other than
question. You're just
2019,
fucking trolling, dude.
In 2019, I went to Connecticut to visit my parents and get married. But it wasn't really a vacation. It wasn't like I would have gone there and chosen to go
No,
there
it
if
wasn't
I
a
could have.
vacation.
I certainly would have went somewhere else, but I was going to see my parents
Because
and
you'd
get married while I was
you'd
there.
never,
I went
ever
to a
ask
zoo,
your,
went to, like, a
your
mall, and had
audience to
some
pay for a
food.
vacation.
And then came home. Not much of a vacation, right?
Yeah, what a terrible
Only unlock
vacation
with in-game
traveling
currency that
to
gives real
get
money
married
buy
to the love of your
wheels.
life.
You
What a
can
fucking
buy
terrible vacation that
what
must
they
have been.
call the Founders Pass, which I think is $20. Don't quote me on that. It might be 20 or 30 bucks. If you buy the Founders Pass, you unlock all the characters immediately.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations,
I think
Elaine.
if
That's
you buy
fucking great.
premium, I'm not
I
sure
think
if you
that's
buy
great.
currency with
You
Gleam,
know,
you
it's
can unlock character by character or not. I don't know.
it's nothing but a number. Plus, I find
Well,
I
Slayer,
find
I'm
that's I think a
sorry
lot of
to hear you're still
the
COVID.
finer
I
the
certainly
finer
hope,
people in the detractor
you
sphere
know, you test
have a bit of
negative
seasoning on them.
soon.
It's a good thing
I'm gonna
because
make
you can
cleans and free
appreciate
for
just
all
how
tonight,
bad this guy's
SSJ for
fucking up.
Vegito.
You know,
Maybe I'll do a 1v1 with
I
somebody
myself
like that, or maybe
have
we
a
can
couple
not
of
go well.
kids,
One who's very
and
laggy.
although
Let's see, I don't know any
they are
groups.
nowhere near childbearing
Yeah,
age,
let's
so
see here.
that's
Yeah.
the grandparenthood is a
Side
way
combo. Oh,
off.
it's a rabbit
Ways off,
punch.
but I look at the situation,
Ground pound.
and that's sort of the argument I'm always making about
A
Phil.
two-handed upper
Is
axe
like,
smash.
I
Ice
make
breath.
less money than he does a
Hey,
year.
Superman, I'm trying to learn the abilities.
Not a ton less, but
Non-tactical,
slightly
like
less.
abilities.
And I live
Ice breath.
in a part of the country that
What's
is
this? Oh, a dash
equally
punch.
notorious
Okay.
for
Maybe I can aim the dash punch.
the amount of money
Give me this.
that it costs to
Then we
live
got
there.
a raising. Oh, it's a.
And I still fucking raise.
Slam the ground, I guess.
I still pretty comfortably raise these multiple kids.
Okay, I-beam
And with
on
all the
ground.
pets, there
I
there
can
are
fly. There
six
it is.
organisms.
Press Y here, you
This
go
sounds like something
flying
DSP would
ground.
say. There are 6 organisms living in my house in total that I have to
died. I don't
feed,
even know why. I was holding up and jump,
and
then
I still
dodge,
make
and
it
he died
work.
anyway.
It's like, how bad do you got to be fucking up to land where you landed, brother? Yeah,
Well,
you
I
got to
think
look
it's
at
given, I
things.
think,
You got to
forever.
look at things in the bright side. Maybe that's just
Ground pound, did it work?
as I
Tell.
slowly approach 40 myself, because I'm not quite the guy's age, but I'm damn
Rabbit
close.
punches.
So maybe I'm just
Help, I wanted to help.
maybe I'm just coping
I
a
can't
little
get
bit,
it.
but I think there's nothing wrong with a little seasoning.
I can't get the health. Oh, fucking Shaggy took it. I didn't get it.
Most of the time, it makes you smarter, so at least you got that going for you. Most of the time.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know his moves yet, so basically getting owned.
So we're already getting our ass kicked. That's great. It's a great way to start the night.
Oh my god, I just getting juggled. I can't get out of
So
the
does
way.
this game? I don't know. Have you seen any? Does this game actually have
I just, oh my god, did you see that? I
multiple
killed us
levels
both.
to
I
the
committed
stages like
suicide.
Smash style? Because I feel like
I
every
committed
every
suicide by
clip I
grabbing a
have
character and
seen
flew us
of this
both off the
game,
screen.
everything's super
I didn't
flat,
even know you could do that.
which I know is a big fan for
All
competitive,
right.
or the fans really like that stuff for
Oh, let's see
competitive.
here.
But I always thought
Stephen
one of the coolest
Hawking
things
and
about
another
Smash
dollar
was
from
all the
Tig,
craziness in the levels.
and
I never
says,
liked the boring ones.
oh my god, excuse me. If we assume your channel continues to grow and eventually you'll have some money to spend, what
Well,
kind of
you
creation
don't know
project
that,
would it be? Don't know.
Elaine. You don't know
I
that
don't. I
that
don't
I'm not a
think
mobile
that far
game
until we get
addict.
to a situation where it would be realistic.
Maybe
It's
that's
not
maybe
realistic right now, so
maybe
I'm not
maybe
gonna
I
think about
wail
it.
out
Oh, looks like I
on,
can unlock a triple jump.
you
By the
know,
way,
I don't know, Candy Crush or whatever.
are there different places we like to go?
No,
Sure, we like to go to
I'm
Japan. We like
actually
to go to
quite
Europe,
the opposite.
maybe Canada. I don't know, but I'm
I
not
have
gonna
never
think
spent a
about that because it's
dime
not realistic. So why get
on
hopes
a
up?
gotcha game.
Okay.
And I actually personally have
Bijan just did a
always
super
really
chat saying, "Thank you for 10 years of entertainment,
the
long-time
goal.
follower." Thank you
If
very
I
much to
find one that
Bijan
I
for that.
actually enjoy playing, my personal goal is always
Appreciate your
to
super
see
chat, Bijan.
how far I can get into it before I hit the paywall.
Auto load.
And I
So now I have a
basically,
triple
if
jump.
I
Ooh.
can, it's how I kind of judge how well the designers did their job, because their goal was to create this gotcha game that's going to take all my money, right?
Huh.
And
Well, like
instead,
Bill
what
said, I
I
thought
do
Superman would look better
is
without
I
a
just
shirt
kind of
on.
bleed all of
Oh
their work
yes.
out
Well, what you don't understand is that
without
Kryptonians
giving them
actually
any
have
money,
17 nipples, and all of them look
and I
really
sort of
weird. So
enjoy
you probably
seeing
wouldn't
how
like
far
it.
I can get doing that. Like, at risk of sounding like our boy Slayer, I'm a big fan of One Piece, and
Europe is on
um,
fire right
right
now.
around the time the
Is it?
right
Today we're
around the
literally on
time
fire. We're hot here. We're in the 90s right now. It's
the
90 degrees
pandemic
outside
started,
Fahrenheit.
I actually was around and I found a launch of a One Piece gotcha game. So basically, picture WWE Champions One Piece, right? Um,
With him using kryptonite on you and
and
you're
I
using
played it and I
kryptonite,
was like,
yeah.
okay, it's a
You don't
fun
know
little
how that
time
is.
waster, right? So
So let's
that
see.
thing, that
Okay, I can
game, no
charge the
joke,
side
it
punch,
got me
but
through
not for
so much
long. You
boredom
can't charge it for
during the
too long.
lockdowns.
Oh, did you see
I
that?
played it for a
You can do eye
straight
lasers in
2
midair. Oh, that's
years.
actually pretty good.
Almost every day, like just
In
one or
fact, you
two
probably don't want
games,
to do
but
it in midair. You
almost
probably
every
don't
day
want to
for a
do any
straight
on
two
it then.
years. And I did all of the
You
content in
got
the game
Finn?
without spending a dime. Never
Oh,
spent
yeah,
a
that
single
was good.
fucking dime, and did every bit of content the entire game,
I don't
because that
like
was
the
my
rabbit
goal.
punch because it kind
Like,
of
it
gives
was
you
like, I'm
stunning
not spending
animation.
any money, but I'm gonna see how far I can get. And I always just kept feeling like, yeah, I'll eventually get this, and I did. And you know, the game devs shat out just enough free
Oh, we
shit
can
that if I used it smart, I
got
could
him. Boom.
break through the more difficult stages. And I had on the
Yeah,
other
look, the
side
eye
of the
lasers are
token, I
pretty good.
felt
I think
legitimately
it's got
bad
good range.
because the game closed down due to a low player base after 2 years. The
Oh
game
shit.
closed down, and my first thought was maybe I should have paid him. Maybe I should have
Oh, I
paid him
got
once
him,
or
but he didn't
twice.
die. Ah! Oh, that's really good.
Point
Ooh, I
being,
like it.
you can
I
play
like his
these
side
games
punch. His
without
side
dumping
punch is
money
good.
into them
That's side
if you're
wide.
not a fucking
Ooh,
weirdo addict.
serious. Oh, I missed.
I actually think this might be my favorite take on him yet. He looks like an angry baby. I kind of love it because of that.
It's not my time. Heading sky high.
Boom, take that, Finn. That's all, folks.
Thanks, Phil. I really like how when Bugs Bunny gets defeated, it has a Porky Pig, and he says, "That's all, folks. You know, like the cartoons, because I love Looney Tunes, you guys."
On target.
I won. Holy shit, I won it. I like Superman. The side punch is really good. The eye laser actually has a
It's
good
good.
ground
So it's a good
distance.
game right now.
And
Right
he's a
now,
good
we know
air
it's a
grab.
good
He's pretty
game.
character.
Whoa, pick up some new moves, Batman?
I was
Nice.
joking earlier today about,
I agree. The soundtrack is very
he
good.
wage quit
The
Fable.
soundtrack is
I guess that
really
was
good.
the
I
other
like
big
it.
bit of news. He wage quit Fables. He like
More relaxing
he
music,
he
actually.
barreled to the end of the
First
game
spin
and then
bonus
just on the
for
fly
100
goes, "I'm not gonna
points.
play the DLC because this sucks and I'm bored."
We're like a
And
center back because
I
the
would have
Superman and the next
loved
Man of
to
Steel movie.
see.
Yes. As
I
we
would
all
have
know, I
loved to
have
be
the
able to
Superman
peek into
curls
the
for it,
alternate
so I'll
reality
just
where Fable
wash
made
my
him a
hair
bunch
and
of
walk
money
into the audition
so that we
and
could
be
hear
the
how
best part.
fucking
We all
great
know that.
Fable was, how great a game it was, how great the
Actually, I
playthrough
don't know if you
was,
heard.
how
The next
amazing everything
Superman
was.
movie is going to
That's
be
all it
called
really
Superman
takes.
Jowl Edition. So I already
Jesus
cast it. There
fucking
you go.
Christ.
No Sleep Real Vibe says Rain Dog is more of a support character. It heals its teammate, but can still be effective with solid attacks.
Superman
So,
Jowl
kind of like
edition. I
Wonder
mean, at
Woman
least he's
can
aware
buff
of it.
the teammates as well. I see.
You know,
Darkness Unleashed says the founder pack
he
contains
clearly has
character
some
kits that
measure of
search to unlock
self-awareness
characters
if he
right away,
knows that
but
he's
other
got
options
those
to buy
fucking
medium premium
gigantic,
purchase that
saggy
grind
ass
your ass
jowls.
off. There you go.
Choose your character.
Let's keep going with Superman for a while. I want to learn him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Quick as he had load tips. No question. No question.
There we go.
Yeah, you know, I grew up on shit like Looney Tunes as well.
Land the first knockback strike in 2 matches.
I was just old enough
of the map 3 times.
um,
Those are pretty tough.
that all that stuff was kind of still
I would say
airing in
those are quite
syndication
tough. You
when
wanna
I
skip
was a
one? Oh,
kid.
let's skip this.
And then when I got a little
One
bit
more
older, we
tonight.
had
There you
Cartoon
go.
Network, and before they created
Who's
Boomerang, so
available
then
tonight?
there was
Ask
all
Derek,
this,
Superman, Finn,
there was all this
Wonder Woman,
cool old shit on Cartoon Network that I got to watch.
Garnet?
I actually remember watching like old,
I'm having a brain fart.
like
Who else is
George of the
available?
Jungle, Roger Ramjet,
Rain Dog. I think that's it. I think those are the 5.
old Hanna-Barbera stuff like
Hello, Mr.
like
Sega
like
Lives. How are
Space
you?
Ghost, the actual Space Ghost cartoons, and
What do you mean,
Birdman.
Superman
You
is
know,
a
not the
vertic
Adult Swim
character?
versions,
What does
although
that
they
mean?
were incredible. I remember all that stuff. And I really enjoyed it, and I actually remember being really fucking annoyed when they took all that off and created Boomerang, because while we definitely got Cartoon Network where I lived,
All right.
Boomerang was not available.
I've never
So
seen
it's
Adventure
like all of a
Time.
sudden
Monster Burger says,
that
"Do I like
older
Adventure Time?"
stuff
I've literally not seen an
I
episode.
really
I've
loved
seen little clips of it every once
and
in a while.
didn't
I'll
get to
flip
watch
channels
it
and I've seen it for
anymore.
like a
But
second,
then it
I've
was
never
like all the
watched it.
newer stuff that was coming out, aside from like your Dexter's Labs and your Powerpuff Girls, I didn't like a lot of it. We kind of bailed on Cartoon Network in the early 2000s when I
gotta
just
prepare
thought
myself.
I didn't care for a lot of the newer shows.
All right.
Well, yeah, of course you hate him. Of course I mean, don't we all? Like, I kind of don't understand when people say, you know, oh, they don't hate Phil, they don't want this, but then they spend all the time they spend like, just sitting around watching and hoping that he'll just go down in flames. Like, I don't want the guy to die or anything, but you know, I do kind of hate him. You know, but then at the same time, I'd also consider myself a fan, because, as I've said to many people over many years, you can't really. I don't think you can really love something until you've hated it, and I don't think you can really hate something until you've loved it. It's kind of a natural dichotomy, and so you know, I wouldn't want Phil to go anywhere because my life would get a lot more boring without him to sit and laugh at. He's kind of the best shit show. I think Meerkat puts it best. He's like reality TV. But what makes him interesting is all the shit that he does that makes me hate him. So
This is like the down attack sucks.
it's a double-edged sword.
Bring a friend. Get 10 double ring. I got a double ring out. Oh shit.
Yeah, all great shows. All great shows. I actually remember being in art school and freaking out because Speed Racer was being released on DVD, and I think they were collecting the whole series. And I remember going to Walmart looking for Speed Racer DVDs and having this girl that I'd been hanging out with. I mean, kind of chasing, kind of not. And it was a thing for a little bit, and then it wasn't.
Damn, I'm knocking them all off.
There was a part of me that was like, I think what killed it for her was the time where I was like, yo, let's go to Walmart and look at these Speed Racer DVDs. And she had no interest, didn't know what the hell it was, and then made it worse when I got the DVD.
I like that.
And we
I definitely like that.
we got back to my place, and I was like, we're gonna watch this now. And I put it in, and she's like, the fuck is this?
Your COVID is cleared up. I'm sorry that you know,
Yeah, loves me some Speed Racer.
Friend.
I feel bad sometimes that I hate him. Hate is such a strong word. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. No, well, you know what? It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, right? Because do I think he deserves to get booted off YouTube? Yeah. would I
he's the
call
one.
it some weird
He's
injustice
the one, man.
if he didn't,
All right.
or
Not a
if he
bad economy
did?
for the game.
No,
I
I
guess
mean
Warner Brothers would have to buy Capcom, so
he's
that's bad.
definitely earned it. But
What is it?
I
I got
will
Sony
say
in the middle
there's a
of the bracket.
there's a
What did I
certain
get? Six
entertainment
missions. What
factor.
did I get? It was a
Like
ring out. Was it?
I'll never
Ring
financially
out a player
support
from the
his
side of the
continued
map 3
existence.
times. Okay.
But you know, I'll never be
Your
truly
team has to be
sad.
support
I'll be
class
angry that
characters. I
he's still
probably have 2
here,
teams for that. And I
but
need
never
one of them to
sad
target support class.
that he's still here. If that makes
Good
any
evening,
fucking
D-Man Games.
sense
How are
at
you?
all.
I got another achievement.
Probably
Oh,
does.
look at this. What's funny is I turned this off. See this? I turned this off. Yet they're still doing it, which means there must be a new setting that I have to change. Let's see.
Damn, I haven't
Let's
drawn
see.
a horse in so long. Horse legs.
What
Horse
do we
legs.
do
How do
here?
horse?
Not control.
What do horse legs look like?
Interface? No.
So I've actually drawn his horse a
Nope.
couple of times in the past,
Online legal?
but it was before
Preferred
that
server
photo.
engine,
It was before
cross-play,
that special photo from a couple of months ago.
How the
And
fuck
so I
would you turn
feel
that
like
off, right?
that merits just an entire update.
Show
And
friend
admittedly,
invite notification, but this is not my friend.
I actually don't
And I have that off
really
anyway, I
love,
think. Already invites for friends
poking
only.
around too much in the
Preferred
neighborhood
server region?
of his missus,
I don't know. Could this be
because
musty game link? Like, what's causing
while she can't be a perfect person to be
No.
shacked up with him,
So you tell me what this is.
I from what little
Right?
we've seen, I
What
don't
is
think she's
this?
anywhere near as scumbaggy. Not like his ex
What is
was.
doing that?
But I gotta have a support cast. I
Yeah,
have
you
to have a
already- I mean,
support cast
I
if
don't
I'm gonna
care
do
about,
this.
the bonus
So
chapter 'cause I didn't like it, so I'm not
she
gonna do the
gets
extra content.
elected. She's the number
just
2.
block
She's the
how?
Lois
How the fuck
Griffin.
would you
She's the
block it?
Marge Simpson.
How do
Whatever you want to
block a
say.
random guy just doing this, right?
Oh, she's
Could this be
she's
up here in
robust.
social?
She's
Maybe it's in
robust.
social, but how do you
Once I
do
get
it,
some
right?
legs on her here, I'm gonna mess around with the belly depth. There may be some merit to having this belly hit the floor. Just gonna
There's
come
no
right
way,
out and
like,
say
you
this
can't
belly
even
might
find, like,
need
a
to hit
Met
the
player
floor.
because he's not a Met player. I didn't find him, right?
But we'll see.
How
It's a
would
learning
exactly would you
process.
fix it?
You gotta feel out your drawing. You really gotta feel it out. Take your time with it.
Check the
As
friend invite
a
friend
professional
How do
artist,
do
I
it? Can you
am
see it? I don't even see any friend
I
invites for
am
friends only.
known
What
for
is
my
this?
speed. Probably more so than anything.
I don't know what that
I'm nowhere
was.
near the finest artist who ever lived.
Right? I don't know.
But I'm known for being quick. But I will say it has its downside, which is that
Oh,
I've gotten
I
so
don't understand.
used to
It's stupid.
producing fast, I don't spend a ton of time in my day-to-day life
So
analyzing the
dumb.
things that I
Why the fuck
do.
do they make games like
So
this? Like
I'll
some
make
punch mode?
something,
Like, why would anyone
I'll
in their right
sort of
mind want
shit it out into the
unlimited
world,
pop-ups on their
and then the
screen?
next
Think about this.
day I'll kind of
Who
look
the
at it and
fuck
go,
would
God,
want
that looks
this?
terrible. Like,
What
why did I do that? Why did I show
what
anyone
person
that?
on earth
No one
would
should
like,
ever
oh yeah, I just
see
want
that.
a
It's
mode
terrible.
where so I could just get endless
Um,
pop-ups on my
but, you
screen.
know,
That sounds like a good idea,
it's the
right?
that's the dark side,
Right? It's just,
no
oh
pun
yeah,
intended,
that sounds great.
of
So the thing is, I can't look.
of just
And the
making
invites
decisions to stick with
block the
them.
menu option, so you can't change the menu option. This
I've
is
always been
tremendous.
told I'm
What we
decisive
need to
to
do
a
is we gotta
fault,
figure out how to get this to stop popping up.
because it's just
If
like
you
we
do
don't have
some dumb
time.
shit
We
like
don't have
update
time.
him
This
from
is just
Xbox,
what it's
who
got to be.
cares if you do? He'll just make another
I
account.
draw the shortest line
I
in
mean,
my
the
head
point
from
is,
A to B and
the
say
shortcoming
that's
of the
what
game, we
this
gotta
thing
figure out
needs
how
to
to fix
be
it,
to work.
right? Bojangles did a super chat saying shout out to 672. You really like 672, don't you, Bojangles? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. If I join it, then I'm gonna have to play them, right? Here's what I'll do. I'll hit join, right?
I just saw WWE Champions Addict
right?
in
So
that
now I'm in this game.
player list. That's nice. Hang on, I gotta check out some of this player list.
View his career.
There's some
I
good
can't
shit.
do anything. Look.
Some good shit passed by through there.
I can't even click on his name. He's gone. He left. He left the game.
Wait. Oh,
It's a-
3
it's a
invites. I was like, is
custom
that
game
3
lobby.
WWE
See that,
Champions
right?
Addicts? How's that even possible? But so wait, was he trying to get into the game? Oh, that's new. He's actually trying to get into the game with someone called WWE Champions Addict. He's getting
You
bold.
tell me
Piggy's
what was
getting
causing
bold.
that, right? How do they even have the ability to invite you if you have it set that only party invites can be from friends? Like, why does he have the ability to invite me to a fucking game? That doesn't even make sense.
God,
Right?
fuck off, Phil.
How do you even make a custom game in this
Fucking
thing?
stop whining.
I don't even know how to do that. Right? See, there it goes again. How do you make a custom game?
He's
I don't
gonna
even see
spend the
the
next
option to
fucking
do
30
that.
minutes
Is
menuing.
it from the main menu?
Menuing to
Oh,
try
custom.
and beat the trolls.
Local play, create an online
Just
lobby.
fucking
See, this is what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be everyone
go
doing
beat
it
the
now.
guy's ass if you're that fucking concerned about it. Go win a fight
Is
against
there a
him.
way to shut this off? How do you shut off custom game pop-ups? Like, you have to be a complete moron to think that people would want this, right? Is there any
Right.
way to change this or fix it?
So one of my favorite DSP-isms, the right.
I don't know. You tell me.
Like
Is it unplayable now?
you don't have
'Cause
an
obviously I can't play the
opportunity
game if
to
this is gonna
agree
be
with
popping
him
up on the screen constantly.
because there's no way to
right?
actually interact with him, and so he just gives you the right, like you're like you're sitting there in the room with him, agreeing with him so non-verbally.
Probably
He
auto
just
blocking during a
knows.
match.
He
Do
just
you think
knows.
so? We can test. We can test to see if it blocks, but it's in the dumbest possible spot. It blocks your whole fucking screen. Like, what the fuck? How stupid can they be? To actually make it like that.
I don't know. I should talk some more about it.
To be a complete dunce.
Talk about how stupid they are for putting together this video game that's
settings to make it so
that's
people
hit
can't do this.
pretty hard,
There's
and everybody's really
social
loving
for
it.
at
And
all.
all
Like,
you've done
they're
is
fucking
sit
idiots.
fucking
These are supposed to be game
beg
developers.
on your computer
You're
for
supposed to be
years and
professional
years and
game
years.
developers, folks.
Yeah, they're supposed to be professionals, but they're not professionals. Not like you.
Well, let's see what happens if you actually play a match. It's a good question. What happens if you actually like play a match, right?
So I'm not a video game designer, but I am a
Back to the
professional
menu.
designer, and I do design products. And I gotta say,
Look, I wouldn't
listen to
even
this
be able to put
motherfucker who's
characters
never
over.
done
I
anything
could.
like that, never worked in a
Goes up
creative
there.
process,
Yeah.
who's never had to deal with executive oversight, who's never had to deal with all the bullshit
so once
that
you're
that
playing,
job
you
entails.
stop.
Sit
Look
around
at
and
that.
fucking
Once
talk
you're
about,
playing and you're going into the online,
just talk
it
fucking
turns
shit
off.
about the people who work their ass off and grind and go through all this shit to make product is just like, that's one of the reasons I hate him. That's one of the reasons that I fucking hate him. And I think it's okay to hate him.
During a match, but it's just going to be constant. You're just going to see that constantly popping up between matches when there's no way to stop.
Oh yeah, to sit there and fucking
their brains. It's nice.
like he's just gonna do this. Like it's ruining his stream. He's always talking about don't feed the trolls, don't pay attention to trolls. It's what they want. Don't give them any
Unreal.
attention. And
Anyway,
he
let's
spends
play.
fucking 10 minutes on his
Unreal
stream
stupidity.
just trying to figure out how to fucking block a guy that he got away from to begin with. He got away from him, did he not? Well, if nothing else, the next time I speak to my mother and she asks me how I'm doing, I can tell her the news that I figured out how to draw a double chin on a horse. I feel pretty fucking accomplished. No, no. You don't have to be sorry, Elaine. You never have to be sorry. You never have to come in and say that you're sorry for anything. You know, you're always here and you're always a positive contributor. But give me money. But also no, you don't ever have to be sorry. No, I'm admittedly I'm surprised my dog hasn't come in here yet. I have a little pupper that's very much bonded to me. My missus insisted on getting the dog, thinking it was going to be her dog, and the dog got here and decided for me that it was my dog. So I'm surprised she actually hasn't come running in here to say hello yet. She's probably wondering why I'm not in bed.
Almost had him.
Ah. You're so positive, Elaine. You don't ever have to apologize. You're so positive.
What was that? Blast box shrieking? So
what brought you? Since I'm sitting here chatting one-on-one style. It's a one-on-one style, chat style, conversation style. I'm always interested in hearing people's stories
No,
about how they got
that
into
is
the
so
vortex.
dumb. The
Like
screen shrinks
what
during the
brought you
match, and
here?
you
You,
kill
if I
yourself.
remember correctly, you mentioned that you are quite new to this in the grand scheme of things. Like you just sort of
Ugh.
discovered Phil
I
and
literally was
his
doing all right.
insanity.
I was doing
And I
completely
don't
all
think I've
right.
actually asked
And I
what
fucking
actually
threw
brought you
myself
here.
off the screen because the screen shrunk on the fly during the middle of the match, and I screwed myself over.
You should try being a hero sometime, Quinn. You'd be good at it.
That's really annoying, actually, that you can do that by accident.
For me, it was a few years ago watching. I was watching
I was actually
Mr.
looking. I was just
Medicare
about to win too,
video,
and that shit happened.
which is a whole other can of worms in and of
Bonus
itself.
gold.
But
Okay.
I was watching a Medicare video, and
No, I like Superman. He seems pretty
he was
versatile.
ripping on
It just
Phil.
seems like you have to be
But he was
really
doing
good at the
just
game
he
because you could accidentally
showed
master
the
the enemies a lot.
legendary online only
Slayer, I don't know what to tell you. Did you
the
search to see
video
if
of
it, in multiverse is
Phil
actually
getting
even in your
bodied by the
territory?
Honda
Apparently, Singapore, which is very different
after
from
talking
the rest of
shit.
the world,
You know, I
right?
think he
So you might be in a
perfected the
territory
guy
where
and then
this
started
doesn't
talking
exist.
fucking crazy shit.
I don't know, man.
Um,
Sounds off like fair, and this should be
I just that fucking video, like it was such beautiful karma, and he came off like such a ludicrous prick right off the bat that it was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I had to go Google him,
Okay, let's try again.
and
I got
then
a
I
new
watched
perk.
that
It's
video
called
and I laughed my
Fuse
ass
Explosive
off,
reduces incoming
and
damage
then next thing
by
you
4%
know,
damage
the fucking
reduction. It's pretty good.
Nutson's
Oh, damn,
down
you
the
equipped.
rabbit
That's
holes in
nice.
my face. I'm just like, I
You
have to
equip it.
fucking watch all of
Another
this.
thing is, once you do that, you
Um,
can't back out. Look,
and then
I can't back out or fix my
think
perks once you start.
I know the first
That
restreamer
sucks.
that I stumbled across was Tevin and sort of the final days of Tevin, and I want to say
Good evening, Jack
Memology
Bond.
101 was kind of my first clip channel, and once I sunk my teeth into those, it was over. It was over. This shit was too entertaining, and I kind of never looked back.
I'm warning you. I don't have an easy mode.
I got a down the rabbit hole suggestion about Wings. I had no clue Wings was. Oh, so yeah, you know what? I've watched the Wings one, and I probably watched it around the same time, and I appreciate why people get on Wings, but I don't think he's anywhere near
Hit me with the fucking safe.
as interesting a creature. I just don't. Like Wings makes sense to me. Not, he's not a good person. I don't sympathize with him. But I see a situation, and for lack of a better way to put it, he
See?
just makes
The
sense.
punch
Like I
needs
can
to
look at him
stop right where you stopped before it.
at least
Oh,
it's stupid and it should never happen.
So if you
But I
pass
can
through,
see
you
how
miss.
a human being can become that. But with Phil, it's fucking mind-boggling and weird. Everything about it's fucking weird. So he's far more interesting to me. It's like
I didn't want to do the. I hate
it's like
that rapid punch.
the
I don't
freak
ever
show at
want
the
to use
circus
it.
coming to
I always
town
hit him completely by accident.
literally every single day, except for the days that his wife doesn't work because that's his day
It's
off.
also a problem because the connections aren't great.
That's the freak show's
So
day
you're trying
off.
to time it perfectly. You're never going to get it timed perfectly. You're also going to pass through the enemy. See?
Well, I'm
Look at that,
definitely
what happened
glad
there?
you're here.
I had it
And
timed and everything.
and
it just
I've
hit me
seen
instead,
you
like,
you
what?
being a positive contributor in a number of other streams.
Training, Miss Quinn.
I get it. It's
See,
always
yeah,
so
you
cool
passed right
to
through her. I just
personally
did the blue. Wow.
to see, or maybe cool is not the word. Maybe it just feels good to see other people and know that other people have fallen so hard into the fucking vortex too. Maybe it's just that it makes me feel like less of a shitlord.
And it seems like his sword has way. Look, I can't even move now. His sword has way better range than anything I have.
Yeah, baby, you hit like a girl.
I just run until the time runs out, and I win. I ran away. There you go.
I ran away and I won. Is that not the most fucking dark side Phil thing ever?
Very good.
I opted not to face my
Ran the hell
problems,
away.
and it
Each
worked
time.
out
Try
for me.
being a hero sometime, Quinn. You'd be good at it.
There you go,
most
Slayer. This
fucking
is banners only
DSP
North
thing
America,
ever.
Europe, and Australia. There you go.
Wait, what about North
Like I
America?
say, but, you know,
Top
Asia
ranked
is
North
kinda
American
hit or
player?
miss. It's like
Is he top ranked North American player already?
From the other half of the world when it comes to stuff like this. They really are. Take a look at how a lot of times in Asia games come out there that they don't even come out for English-speaking audiences for a ridiculously long time, right? Yeah. Excuse me. I like Superman. I definitely like him. In fact, I'd like to do a team game now.
Yes, do a team game.
rather
Make
than
sure you
free
have
for all.
someone
Let's
to
do
lean on.
teams. And then when I'm in teams, I might try Rain Dog.
Gotta make sure you've got
Let's try
someone to
Shooting
blame,
Grip, but I
dude.
might switch over to Rain Dog and see what he's all about, because it said something about getting extra challenges with the support characters. DCD did a haiku. Sorry, I missed it. I'm playing the game, obviously. It's hard for me to catch stuff.
Gotta give
Let's
give
see.
Kat her raccoon eyelash makeup.
Okay,
I
here
don't know
it
if
is.
that's good or not. I can't
A haunted
decide.
house haiku. Inside haunted ground, a hidden haunted house stands. Scary souls
Well,
lurk.
thanks.
Nice. Thank you for the haiku.
Yes, I will actually. No
Guys,
lie. This is
if you were
this
here
is
on
the
tonight's
first.
stream and you
This is the
are enjoying
first
seeing the new characters, please
online
consider supporting the
community
stream in any
that
way
I
you
have
can.
ever that I
One way
should
you
say
can
I've ever
support the
gotten
stream is
into
by liking
that
it
I
here
have
on
stuck
Twitch,
around
Twitch.
in
Wow.
for a long
Liking it here
time.
on YouTube for
So
engagement
I've been,
purposes. By
I've
liking
been
the
fucking
stream,
around
other people are able to
in
find
the
it and see it and
detractor
related results.
spheres. It's
Okay.
probably
Now,
like
if you would like to support in any
2017,
other way, I would
2018, something
appreciate
like that.
a membership, a super chat, a super sticker, a gifted membership, a tip.
And this
Your
is,
particular tips tonight would be
it's
very,
just
very,
fun.
very
It's fun.
helpful.
I have a lot of
Tomorrow's my day
weird
off,
shit
so
that
any
I
tips
like,
tonight are directly helping
and
me
I
with my
spend
day
a
off
lot of
tomorrow.
time in
Okay.
groups
I've had
celebrating
very slow
the other
streams.
weird
It
shit that
sure
I
would be
like.
great to get some more support tonight, because
But
that was
more
half an
often
hour,
than not, I
more
always
half an
feel
hour
a
worth
little
of stream,
odd.
and
Like
already it's
I'm
slow
like,
yet
I
again.
just don't
So
fit in with these people,
I'd
even though we
appreciate
all
it,
like the
guys.
same
Thank you.
shit. They're just weird. They tend to be weird because I like weird stuff, so it attracts weird
Mark, I'm glad
people.
you're going back to work tomorrow. Sounds good.
And I guess I look at them and I'm like, I can turn off my weird and function in society, and I feel like some of these other people can't. But this community just genuinely feels like a bunch of normal people who just want to point and laugh at this asshole. And it's hot. It's hot. I love it. And then once I realized I can actually practice my skills while engaging with this nonsense, forget about it. I was hooked. It's kind of the last thing I needed.
What hit me? I don't know what hit me.
Yeah, so what are we gonna do for Kat's hair? I legitimately, holy shit, I gotta look her up.
I don't want ice breath.
Is there really a standard Catherine Brunel haircut? Doesn't really exist, does it? She's kind of all over the place.
What?
I guess she does that pullback lady
okay.
pompadour thing.
Now I
Or at
can't
least she
dodge,
used to.
though.
Who
Right.
fuck knows what she does
Yeah, look, I
now.
can't do anything. I can't hit the guy at
Does
all.
a nice
Every time I
bacon
try,
grease, a
my
nice
move
bacon
comes out
grease
late, or I
pullback.
pass through the character and don't hit him. Like, what's going on here? There, I got back.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That'll work. None of this matters. But you see, the character design in me still demands that I try. Like none of this matters in the slightest. Nobody cares. Nobody's waiting for this. I'm just doing it to entertain myself. But the character designer
I don't know,
in
see,
me
Batman can stay on your ass and keep hitting up.
demands
You
the
can't really do anything
effort.
about it, looks like.
Yes, Phil, Batman can stay on your ass. Sure thing, brother.
Can't do anything. It seems like Finn's good. It seems like Finn has really good reach with that freaking sword. I didn't do that. I'm holding right and Y. It's giving me ice, which is neutral. Right. I can't do anything.
I got to admit, I'm somewhat tempted to actually spend a little bit of time with this game. Just because I've always liked Smash. I mean, I'm trash at it. I've always liked it.
And then we lost.
And I have always told myself that if there was a game that I was interested in that Phil played for an extended period of time, then I might actually hop on just to have fun, be a shithead on stream. But there hasn't really been anything yet. I almost picked up the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection for that reason. But by the time I thought about it, by the time I wanted to do it, it was just already too old. And it was after the year of Goji tanks, and Goji had kind of done everything that needed to be done. So I didn't see the point.
No, I can't get any unlockables yet. I don't have enough.
Look at that. That's
I
a
think
lady.
Superman's
That's
good,
a
but
lady
I want
right
to try
there.
Rain Dog since Rain Dog is a support character.
Who the fuck is this
See what
rain
Rain Dog
dog
can
he
do.
keeps talking about? I know I don't know all these characters. What the fuck is a
And
rain
there's
dog?
rewards
What
for
is
supports
that?
tonight anyway.
I must just be ignorant, dude. I don't know what a rain dog is. The chopped. Oh yeah, where the fuck is that leaked pic?
Do I think it's easy to play with
Because
one
you're
hand?
right. Does this girl need bangs?
Yes and no. What
Let's
I mean by
see.
that is you can move
Oh
your character
god.
to
Oh
execute
that
all
yes,
the
that's
attacks
why
all
it
with
looks
one
so
hand.
fucking
You don't need right
strange.
thumbstick for anything, and you don't need right trigger technically for anything. But you wouldn't be able, like, picking up
Let's
items
see.
would be tough, I feel.
See if I can
Because the
make it
items
look
are
good
left
on
triggered.
here.
If
Am
you
I
were
gonna
able
have
to
to
remap
completely
it,
rework the hair?
maybe yes.
God help
Maybe
me.
you could remap it.
Do I have to completely rework this hair? Is this what's gonna set my fucking underdeveloped brain off? Is this gonna be
No,
the
B
thing?
dodges. Right trigger does not dodge. B dodges. So if you were playing with one hand, technically you could do like just like this, one hand on top. The problem would be you can't hit left trigger to dodge. So if
Yeah,
you
but
could
that's more.
remap maybe
That's not right.
to a
That's not
different
right.
button like this, then yeah,
This
you
has
could
got
play
like
it.
a.
Yep.
God, this is so fucking weird. This looks like a haircut that I had when I was
No,
like
LeBron is
8.
not unlocked. Why are you people fucking saying? I said 10
No,
times.
no, we're
LeBron's
not
a
doing
locked
it.
character. You have to buy him. I don't. He's not unlocked.
I'll
For
figure that
everything.
out later.
And by the way,
Maybe I'll
everyone says LeBron
get
sucks
gotta get
too.
the ears on her
I was
anyway.
looking online on social
We gotta
media.
get the ears on her,
Terrible.
and we'll see. We'll see
What
how
is
she
this
feels
thing?
after the ears.
I don't know.
Hey, Jaha, what's up? Pick ups, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah,
What happened? He ate us
yeah.
all.
You know what it
He ate
is,
both of us. I didn't know you could do that.
or you know who it is. We're building. We're expanding out that DSP animated universe. We got to get it done. It's got to happen. I'm not gonna have my cartoon one day unless all these characters get designed.
I don't know what that move was.
I swear to you, when I'm not drawing, I'm straight up looking at. You can't see it on camera, but I'm looking at reference. I googled fat pony, which is surprisingly safe for work. Not that I'm
Nice,
at
come on,
work,
Shaggy.
but I look at this and say I could Google fat pony at work and
Yeah, it's a fireball that hits
and not get in
multiple times, it
trouble.
looks like.
People fucking wonder why I'm doing it, but
He's got like a downward rolling ball that hits multiple times too. It's kind of good, actually.
yeah, we gotta work this girl out. And not to help her exercise. She don't need
Okay.
that. She's
I like it
perfect.
that
She's
he's a down,
perfect just the way she
He's
is.
a down
We gotta
move
get her
that hits
worked
multiple
out.
times.
Horsehead human woman body. You know what? I've got one of those, Jaha. In the old archives. I don't think I have it on this computer. I think I've tossed it on a hard drive. But if you check the old media on the Twitter, I have definitely drawn her with a human body before. But in an effort to make this feel kind of cartoony, and to give her the robust form that I really felt like she deserved, I had to go horse body.
Oh, see, I don't know what that does. I thought maybe it was I don't know what the tether does.
I don't think
thought
the
tether
double
would maybe
chin is
grab him and
reading
stop him, but
anymore.
it didn't do anything.
Feels more like a collar. May have to bring it down
Yeah.
a little bit. May have to just be real fucking obvious with it. Like, this thing just
No, I'm
sagging
good.
all the way down here.
I'm gonna keep trying to learn Rain Dog. Rain Dog seems decent. Some of those
Can't
moves
jump
are the
around
down moves, so
characters.
they
Don't
spin the
ask him to
ball, they
jump
hit
around
multiple
characters.
times,
He
and you
needs
get
to
it's
learn
a
one
tail whip.
character.
So it seems to almost combo.
Don't
I
ask.
might like Rain Dog.
Because otherwise he might lose. And if he loses, people won't think he's cool.
Didn't do anything. I was tethered to Shaggy. He still got knocked off the screen, so I don't get it. Make it Rain Dog. Great.
Yeah, shit
Well,
on one of
the
your.
alternative outfits, I'm not really looking at
I
them
think it was
because
one of his
I'm not
viewers
buying
for
premium to buy
making
them,
the
so
same
I'm not really
fucking
wasting my
dumb
time
kind of
with it.
joke you would make all the fucking time if you'd have thought of it first.
Like this one.
Make it rain, dog.
Look at that. Tuh. You have to manually trigger the pull of the tether, so you do it and attach, and you press it again.
Ah, thank you, Jaha. Yes, you gotta trust that instinct. That's what it's all about. That's what a good doodle's all about.
And you have to press it a second time.
When you question your instinct, that's the next day. That's the next day after you after you look at what your stupid choices have
20%
wrought,
increased projectile speed.
and then you change it or you redo it. I don't know. I've recreated Darksea so many fucking times.
The dog character is original, apparently, from the game. Not from any other game. Original design.
So I feel like this will be far from
They didn't
the
give me the perk, even though I clicked on Equip All.
far from the final
Sometimes it doesn't
the
work.
final
I don't
cat
understand
design.
that.
She's got to have the bangs. You know what? I'm looking back, and I see the wedding photo in particular, and it's like, man, gotta have the bangs. You know, it's funny. I find myself actually saying like, what'll the what'll detractor Twitter think? Because and there's no way around it. It doesn't bother me. I think it's funny. But everybody's got an opinion when I drop something new off. At least if it's something people like and are interested in. There's always somebody who drops by. Hey, you didn't draw him fat enough. His beard's wrong. This is wrong. That's wrong. You got to make this look like this. And you know what? The funny thing is, 9 times out of 10 they're fucking right. As soon as they say it, I'm like, fuck, that's so good. Why didn't I do
I
that?
don't know how to charge. Maybe just hold it in neutral X perhaps.
Then gives me an excuse to go back. Gives me an excuse to redo things.
I don't even know how to use those.
Catherine, what does the back of your hair look like?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused by the moves.
I guess you just got some basic shit going on, don't you? More often than not, it's just some basic shit.
What the hell's that? There's a heart on the screen. What the fuck does that do?
Did you say a heart on? Fuck.
Wow, my button's doing nothing.
This isn't the end for me.
There we go. There we go. I gotta figure out something with this tail too. I don't feel like just giving her a normal ass tail is the answer, but I don't know
Shaggy killed
what
himself.
else to do.
Now I got an achievement.
Oh yeah, achievement.
Signature Slammer. 10 low damage ring outs.
That's because you're good. No one else has gotten an achievement. No one else gets low damage ring outs. Just
The
you.
hard that Rain Dog did heals its teammate. I wish I knew how the fuck I did it. It's something to do with the special attack. Butters, I'm not playing with viewers. No.
Butter, stop asking stupid fucking questions.
The fireball hits the ground and leaves fire. It burns enemies but helps allies. Think of it as Belmont's potions on Smash. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, Lord Prince Albert did Super Taste.
Fucking solid goat laugher, boys and girls.
And also Granny.
Fucking solid goat.
Yes, the pervert.
Son of a bitch. That came out of nowhere too.
Okay.
What if I disconnect
Thank you, Lord
this?
Prince Albert.
That looks better. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Got a little bit of that double chin in there now. Now we're getting somewhere.
Finn seems like he has great range with that sword, and we're gonna try him. Don't worry. But
We need to stop asking stupid fucking questions. Don't feel bad for him.
New ones that unlock tonight. Batman to me $1.50.
Asking if fucking Phil's gonna play with his viewers.
Chocobogo to the $1.50 says every time I hear the announcer say continue, I'm spending here countdown like an arcade game. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely arcade vibes like Street Fighter or another fighting game in arcades for sure.
Arcade vibes, dude.
Here we go.
You know, when I used to go to Chinatown Fair in Manhattan,
Again, guys,
the legendary arcade.
Very slow the last few days. It would be great to have some tips tonight. And Thanks to anyone who's just chilling. I'm gonna play with everyone once they're unlocked, Derek. Of course. Why not give everyone a shot, right?
What else? What are we gonna put you in, Catherine? That's the other question, man. We have so little. We have so little to go off of with this woman. Because of fucking
Like
Tev-Chan. It's his
many
fucking
years Vince
fault.
McMahon needed
It's
to
his
retire.
fault.
Now he has. It can only mean good things for WWE.
It's hard to
in my
meme
opinion.
on this
That's
woman.
all I really have to say about it.
And it's not my fault.
You know.
I'm doing everything correct. Literally all of it. Oh, I know. I know you were being sarcastic. Just being a shithead. I mean, I feel like she needs a saddle. But the real question is, do we really know who rides who in this relationship? I mean, she really does just have a fucking free ride sitting around all day collecting and spending the fucking dent money. Dent rent.
Oh, there's the tether. I understand how to use it now.
Fucking
Okay.
paying that dent rent, or collecting that dent rent, I should say. I mean, at this point, they all ought to own a piece of the condo as much as he does.
Good hit.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like that. I like that. Thing is, I wonder, does she need...
I didn't mean to pull him in. It was a mistake.
We talked about a
Let's
lady,
see.
about a lady body.
Ah.
Does she need breasts? Is that what I'm getting at? I think that's what I'm getting
What?
at. We're going.
Wow, he didn't even hit me.
We're gonna
He
see how this
completely
looks.
missed, and
Mostly
the game
because
gave him a delayed
every picture I
splash
see
damage
of
hit.
Ket, she got the cleavage. She got the cleavage going on. She liked that apparently. Wait, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? You don't fucking draw it like that. It's contained. The shit is contained. Then you do the shirt, the
I don't know
V-neck,
why I
the
can't
low
hit him.
cut.
He's right next to me, and I can't hit him.
Red team.
I'm not making that mistake again.
I mean, I feel like that's good. You know, at first I thought you're fucking crazy. What are you doing? Why are we drawing boobs
Why
on
am I
this
getting
horse?
hit?
But
Are you serious?
I mean, it kind of works. And Jaha suggested that I follow my instincts. My instincts say boobs on a horse.
Oh, whatever. I
I
can't
think-
figure out
I
how
think
to
we
how
have
to
to do
like
it.
smash-like moves with Rain Dog at all. No matter what direction I charge, nothing knocks the opponent back. I can do the roll is good and it
The
combos,
signature
but I have
Cat Bernal
nothing to
V-neck.
knock back the opponents at all. So without that, I can't get any eliminations. I need to basically have I have no knockback move. So without a knockback move, I can't knock anyone
This
off
is
the screen
low-key
at all.
kind of amazing. I want to start hiring voice actors today. Who could we get? Who's not working?
Zebra, no.
Maybe
there's
like
no
one of
super
the
chat from you. I'm looking right
one of the
now.
many voices of
There's no
Harley
super
Quinn
chat
since
from
we're
you.
on this WB game.
Okay.
Let's have a bunch of ladies come in a row, stand in front of a mic,
Thank you for the anonymous $3
and say
tip
this
for
guy's
whoever
a
that was.
bitch.
This person says, the game looks cheap compared to Smash. Seeing the Iron Giant hover around like that looks janky and out of place. You know, I would say it's like older. It's definitely like older Smash. It's not like modern Smash with the ultimate smashes and shit like that. It's like
legitimately-
old school Smash.
How should I put this? I hate how much I am loving this.
But
I
don't
should
know how
not
to
be.
do-
I
don't
should
know how
not
to
be
do
enjoying
attacks
this
that knock
stupid
back
fucking
characters at
drawing
all.
this much.
I couldn't figure out a single move that would knock back a character. Everything just seems to like do a little bit of combo, but nothing really knocks back the character, so I can't eliminate anyone, which is not good.
But I gotta say, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I think we're on to something good. There's the bottom of her shirt. You know what? Is Ket a shoulders girl? Let's see. She popped them shoulders.
See, look, I do a combo, but nothing knocks
Girl,
back.
you wear
Like, even if I
sleeves. You wear
charge this
sleeves.
move,
Oh, there's an exposed
look, it didn't
shoulder
even
right
work, by the way.
there.
I'm holding it. Look, everything
Oh
I'm doing is
shit.
so delayed, I can't even charge my move. Now, release.
Oh, I don't think sleeves are in the
It
mix.
didn't even do anything. It just flew away. It just flew away. It didn't do anything to anyone.
There we go. Oh goddamn!
The only
What
attack
have I
that hits
done?
is down and X, which is the spin attack. Like, that's literally all I can do to hit, and it doesn't ever knock them off the
It
screen.
brought shame
So
to my household.
Awful. No, I can't even hit them right now.
I mean, admittedly, I do really want to stop and think about this. There is part of me that wants to say, "What are you doing with your life?" But
You know what it might be? It
you know,
might
then
be
I
up
come
and
to
X is the only
realize, you
move.
know,
Feels like my blood sugar is getting low.
this is the this is the most fun I've had all week. So fucking A. Kind of makes you wonder if I can sneak another one of these in later on in the
I
week.
can't even hit with it though.
What else can I get in here? Is there a good cat meme that I'm missing that we could work into this? Maybe a little witch hat. Give her a little witch hat. Relive a little Halloween 2018.
Got him.
A little Tevin's Fault. A little bit.
How did I die? Oh
That's
my
a good
god, look
looking
how low
horse.
the ceiling is.
Right.
That's why
I
just
yes.
said
I'm
the
glad I
ceiling
went
low
back
for
on the
no
bangs,
reason.
Elaine. I'm with you. I'm glad I went back on the bangs. I think they're working. I think they're working.
Yeah, even side Y sucks.
They make a
everything
lot of
sucks.
sense. That's a
They all just
soulmate
riff and
right
don't do
there.
anything significant. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this character.
It's a soulmate, and she
don't
can
think
haul
Rain
your
Dog's very
busted
good.
ass BMW when you don't get the oil change for a year. She can haul it right up to the
Jonathan Smith
dealership
says
before
Rain
you
Dog
get it
does
sorted
absurd
out.
damage, but needs to someone to knock out for
This is
him.
a skill she
where you need
has.
to land your down spike on opponents, neutral special, side special in midair, or down attack on ground.
I mean, look at this. Look at these thighs. Look at the size of these
Yeah,
things.
he's
Look at those
right, he's
haunches.
anything to knock out. He can do damage over time.
She can do
with
work.
The roll, like the roll's hitting, but I can't knock anyone off the screen after that.
She can do work. Yeah, it helps. It all helps for sure.
Zebra, I can look for that super thanks, but the last time you said you left one, you didn't, because I checked it out and you didn't do it. So, all right,
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
one or two more times with him, and then I'll probably switch characters.
So let's see. What else? What else? What else? I mean, I think I love it. I think I love it. The only thing I do want to do is pull this ponytail
I like the music.
off to the
Sounds like it's
side
relaxing.
because I think I may be putting old Philium
Okay.
right up in that saddle. He might get back in the saddle, babe. Well, no, I don't know.
Bojangles in the super chat says
Really
he
need
plays
to do that?
672. Absolutely not.
Yeah, fuck it. Because I can just erase around that.
Absolutely
All right.
fucking
All
not.
right. So
No
here
way.
we go.
Bugs
See, they
Bunny
feel
with
like they
all his
belong
birds.
together. They feel like they
Jay
should
Disney
get
used to be
married.
$10.
They
Thank you so
should
much. His Love and Multiverse
they
is
should
cool. You consider playing
beg
Pokemon
his
Diamond
mother
Pearl?
for bailout money and then forget all about the 10-year
I was
plan.
gonna
They feel
play
like they
it,
should
except
do all
it
this
came
stuff
out
together.
between two
I
other
see a
freaking
real
Pokemon
future for
games
these
last
two.
year. And I just didn't feel like playing that much Pokemon. I don't know if we would do it now because there's another Pokemon game coming out later this year, right?
Hey, my friend, Mr. Hammer.
That feels good. That feels real good. So now, last touch. Let's make
see,
a
that
copy
roll
because I
is
always
good.
like having them separate. Because I mean, we gotta. Fuck, we're just not gonna put one
Nice, you
on
got
top of the
eliminated.
other. You fucking crazy.
There it is. It's down an X. Down an X is going to be the move I need to use. So in the air, it's down an X, and when you land, you charge down an X.
He's figured it out, guys.
That's
He's
gotta
gonna
be the
win
move
every
I use
match,
today.
every match from here on in. And if he doesn't, it's the fucking lag. It's the game's fault. Cause he's figured it out. He knows how to play now. Fuck you if you think he doesn't.
I'll take a whack at it.
Oh, why did I walk into that? Well, I'm
Look
stupid.
at that. You know
Just went
what?
the wrong direction. Genius.
Okay, I guess that still does work, doesn't it?
Yep, down an X.
I don't know that I want the ponytail covering the belly. I don't know that I
Yes.
like that. I mean, the big
Yes, it
disgusting
works.
belly
It's
is
good.
it's important to
Okay.
the brand.
Shaggy dude, sure you
We
can.
can't have
fucking
people
ceiling
thinking
and
he's
shit.
like the fucking quartering or
Oh
something.
my god, stupid box. Oh, he got me. He got me with the sidekick. See, it's easy for him. All he has to do is mash sidekick, but I have to time down an X and charge.
But I have to
hit
do all
him,
the
see?
work, dude.
Coming for you
All
now.
he has to do is fucking mash, but I have to actually put in work.
Oh my god, see, I can't do nothing right now. Outside of down and X, all his normal moves suck.
Clearly forgot to erase some of that. Let's work that in there. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, all those normals are so bad.
No. You know what? It's close to perfect. It is close. It is close to perfect. I mean, aside from a couple of nitpicky things, you'll see. You'll see where I'm going. I think there's one more thing this
What? How did
requires
that whiff?
that will make it truly perfect. Actually, a couple more things, because
Working.
Kang needs his crown. What is he the king of? Nobody knows. We don't know. It's the great DSP mystery. What is he the king of?
Oh, that's bullshit.
But what he really needs to completely sell this.
Stupid
And once I do
sidekick
this,
goes through everything.
you're gonna be like, holy shit, it's the guy.
Yeah, we can't hit her. Look, she dodges
I can't
everything.
fucking tell the difference between what I'm seeing on stream
Take a whack at it.
and what I'm seeing in this drawing.
She seems incredibly evasive. See?
Joss, a big old saddlebag.
What the fuck?
Box away.
Nice! She's incredibly evasive. She literally evaded the whole round.
In that saddlebag,
Still won though.
you know what it is. Money,
He got all the
money.
eliminations. I can't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
eliminate. Like I said, the only attack that hits is down X.
So we all know
No,
contributions
no
are
rematch.
mandatory and always will be mandatory.
Got some toasts.
Said it himself. From his words,
Toast. No, I know
to
that
God's
YouTube bots are a
ears.
serious problem for everyone. Anyone who streams here on YouTube has ridiculous amount of problems with those bots.
you got sexy bots? Is
Another
that what I'm hearing?
teammate-based perk, it looks like.
You got sexy bots in this stream? Nice. Click on the links, Phil. Make this interesting. That's what I'm
What is
talking
my favorite
about.
Bugs Bunny line? What's the hubbub, bub? There you go. What's all the hubbub, bub?
Awesome, Phil. Awesome.
Almost tier 6. Did I ever tell a coworker to fuck off? Yes, I did.
You know, I don't think
It
I've
felt good in the moment.
I may have drawn money once or twice in the past, but I had never drawn money
Duck season
really
and rabbit season, that's the famous
regularly
one.
for any reason until I started doing this.
Let's see what
And
the
I
new
feel
perk
like
is.
I feel like I don't even think about drawing the basic layout of a dollar
I
bill
said auto
anymore
clip all and
because
didn't do it. See,
just
I clicked right
so
on it,
goddamn used
and
to
it
it.
didn't
So
auto
how the
clip
how
all.
the
It's
fuck
a problem that like it
are
doesn't
you gonna
always include your
make
perks. That's weird.
DSP
I
drawings
went
that
right on
don't
the fucking thing, it
involve
doesn't do it.
a bunch of
So I don't
money
know what I got.
that's immediately gone?
Prepare yourself.
He's probably taking this money directly to Scopelyville, the kingdom of Scopely.
Lord Prince Albert says I should hold tournaments, members versus members. I'm pretty sure my days of running tournaments are over.
I dare say, fuck it, let's just go all in.
You don't know what you're
Since I'm all of a sudden just firing on all fucking TISM cylinders, let's just go all in on this shit. First thing, you need some fucking color in your hair there, friend.
Can't hit anyone. His range is so shit. I can't
Wondering
hit
why that
anyone
was
with
driving
the
me nuts,
attacks.
and that would be the reason why. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that someone cares
Look at
enough to
that.
read this chat.
Everyone else has these
Admittedly,
attacks that
I'm kind of
wide
glad
range
it's too
and multiple
small for
different
me to see
spins
right
and
now.
I'm just whiff, whiff, whiff,
Um,
whiff, whiff, miss, miss.
even when I watch other restreams, I don't fuck with it. I only really, I know some people like to see
And
his
all the
stream. That's
effects
why I
are up
put it
mine
there.
too.
I don't normally fuck with his stream or with his stream chat unless somebody specifically points something out.
Nice.
I kind of I let the restreamers sort of take the brunt of that for me.
Nice.
But clearly, I have no desire to do to do that for anyone else when I'm the fucking guy behind the microphone. No,
Right,
admittedly,
couldn't
I
move.
should.
Couldn't get
I'm
up
still
the
trying to
edge. You saw
figure
I
out
was
how,
glitching, how it wasn't a smooth
like, what the
animation.
best way is
Nice, I
to
just
do
got
this
Wonder
while
Woman out of
focusing
here.
on
Good
this
shit.
drawing. Or, admittedly, if this is even the right thing, it's fun. Sitting here and hanging out and listening to him just be bad. It's fun. But admittedly, I'm still debating whether or not restreaming is really the thing to be doing with this YouTube channel. That's kind of why I want to try it, get a feel for it. Because I definitely think that there's something fun to be done with sitting here doing DSP duels with a group or for an audience, but I'm still debating whether or not that audience ought to be live. We'll figure that out. Figure that out.
Here, see what the fuck's going on.
Because, you know, people are going to come hang out. I'd like for it to be
got him.
fun
I
and
did it.
meaningful.
Basically, down and X is the only thing worth using. Down and X hits everything. That's it. All the other moves pass through the character and don't do anything. Down and X hits. Wow,
It's the only
actually, had the
thing
most
worth
eliminations,
using.
too. That's sad. Down and X.
Well, I mean,
All right.
you gotta put yourself in the
Yeah,
mindset
someone said if you hit level 5 with the character, that's when you get
of
the
someone
points.
who,
I guess
you
I
know,
should
who
play
not
the
only
Rainbow.
like
I'm
doesn't
level
just
5. I
enjoy
think I'm close, actually.
DSP. Like, these people don't just enjoy him the way,
Ugh.
you know, a normal fan would
I hit
enjoy
level
him,
5.
or the
Okay,
way
good. Now I can
we
switch it up.
would enjoy him.
That's
These
the
people,
coins, the 100
these people
coins.
firmly believe
Cool.
that he is doing something truly special
So,
and
by the
needs
way,
to
thank
be
you, G
protected
Dizzy, so much for that
from any and
$10
all
tip
criticism.
earlier. Like I said, tips have been very,
Like,
very slow recently. I don't know
there it
why.
is. Are we there
It's
already?
weird.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
just
we're
seems to be
halfway.
inconsistent. Sometimes I play a game, it's great, and
I'm
then I
gonna
play
shut
the
up
same
and listen
game,
to this.
and then the support's slow, and I don't know. So thank you for the tip. That's the biggest tip of the night earlier, and I appreciate that. Okay. Nothing other complete right now. Win 2 matches as a character from DC.
Fuck, is that all you got, motherfucker? Can someone just fucking bait this shit? Where's fucking Snow
Alright.
Carl? Man, I thought we were gonna get something. I thought we were gonna get some fucking hot shot begging there for a second, but that was like a sneaky, a quick in and out sneaky bag, like Dennis Reynolds, in and out like a demon's whisper.
All right, guys, we're heading into our second
Nope, here we
half
go. Spoke too
of
soon.
tonight's stream, and I'm gonna try Finn. Finn seemed like he has some pretty good reach with this sword. I don't know what his attacks are, but the reach seemed pretty good that people were using him against me. So I'll give him a try here. Okay. Lord Prince Albert did another super chat.
Oh
saying,
shit!
"Can I do an Elmer Fudd impression?"
Wrong again.
No, I'm not here to do impressions for you. I'm sorry. That's not what the purpose of the stream is.
I'm not here to make you happy, idiot.
Another
You're here to
Garnet.
make me happy with money.
Okay. Shut up. And what's up, Doc? I think everyone's favorite Bugs Bunny line is "What's up, Doc," but he has so many other ones too.
I guess.
So what is Garnet? Garnet looks like a cyborg, right? Like she's a robot? Is she not human at all? Or is she a cyborg? I don't know. I don't watch Adventure, or excuse me, I don't watch Steven Universe. I don't know anything about the character. Basically looks like a complete robot to me.
So we got our saddlebag full of money.
Cyborg, so there's a human in there, but mostly a robot body. Finn's down and Y is what you spend coins on after you collect them. Huh?
Here we go. So this is what I was getting at earlier.
Coming at you.
Okay, so he's got a regular slash that you can charge. Okay. Slow. It's kind of a slow combo. Down slash. Can you charge it? No. Why am I couldn't do anything with my character. I couldn't control him at all.
Of course you couldn't.
Up slash.
It's like they don't fucking know who you are, dude.
Neutral special. I have no idea what that is, but there's a musical note on me.
Tell him you're the fucking #1 top ranked Street Fighter 2 player.
What is that? I don't understand. Look at this. What is this?
Of 2005 Special Edition PS1 conversion Street Fighter. Tell them.
I guess I have buffs.
Tell them.
I guess I have character buffs. Up and Y is this big spin. Oh yeah, multi-hit spin. Sidewise, a shoulder tackle. Okay. Oh, you can spend coins on that? Oh! Bun Puncher Supreme? Oh, that's what the coins are for. To spend on those buffs. I see.
Oh, yeah.
That's why there's coins all over the screen.
Is that what it is? You just figured that out?
I guess, did I buff her? I might have buffed her, I'm not sure. But
You know,
it's
it's fucking stupid that is fucking goons asking for things like impersonating Bugs Bunny, but at the same time, they're paying for his livelihood, so he should just shut the fuck up and do it. Instead of like being real dismissive about it like he was, like, and then making a dumb joke about it and then ignore it. Like, dude, they're paying your fucking way. You should fucking do it with a smile on your face. Say thank you and ask him who they want to hear next. And I mean that. This guy has no concept of actually pleasing the people who spend their time and money on him. He has no fucking concept of it.
Oh no.
Match point. Red team.
That was an improbable little dream
I think they're incremental upgrades. They are incremental upgrades, aren't they?
Blue team.
That's not full yet.
Nothing I can do here. I got hit back 3 to 4 times off the side of the screen. I gotta learn them. So up and Y is the spin move. That's good. Down and Y are all these buffs that you spend those coins on, but I don't know what those. I think it's like speed up or something like that. I gotta figure out what are his normal good moves. Is it just charge X or something else? That's what I gotta figure out. Like, what's a normal good move?
Okay.
Rematch. Thank you, G Dizzy, for a whopping $32 tip. I appreciate that. That'll get us to the glasses. I'll toss them on and then I'll update.
Nice, we finally got a fucking whale. What are we? We're 2/3 of the way through this?
Again.
What a mamma jam of a
I
weird
said I'll pick him
situation.
again. Yeah, because you have to go back to him for some reason. That's
Well,
stupid.
you're a conductor, 'cause we got a trainload of bun punching to deliver.
Well, the DSP
It
dictatorship's
glitched.
a
It wasn't
weird
supposed to
fucking
do that. It was
place.
supposed to stop and it did it anyway. Okay.
But to his credit, he's pulled it off. I mean, the United States of Phil is a thing. He lives in it every fucking day.
There's no plans for their day off tomorrow. It's too hot to do anything.
And
It's
people
like in the
willingly
90s,
show up
there's
to
no
it.
way we're going out and doing shit. I'm just gonna be going out in the fucking heat and doing my errands and probably getting us a meal to eat at home, and that's about it.
Fuck yeah, get us a meal. He must have done well this week. I haven't really paid attention. He must have done well this week because we're not hearing any panicked begging about tips for his day off, one meal out with my wife, one DoorDash with my
Dizzy
horse.
asked, did I enjoy Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Heard mixed reviews about the third one. I don't know if I should check it out. The first one is really good. The second one's all right. The third one's probably the weakest because it's only on Switch and it runs like complete and utter shit, which is sad because it's not a bad game. It just really does not run well, and the online matchmaking and stuff barely works too. And there's entire bosses that are meant to be co-op and you can't like fight them online because they glitch and stuff. At least at launch, that's how it was. I mean, it could be different now, but that was my experience at launch. shoulder tackle gets interrupted. What's the point of it?
There we go. So now we know where they're headed.
Oh, see, it moves up. So it's good if you're trying to launch someone in the air. It's bad otherwise.
Let's get them overlapping a little bit, so they definitely they feel like they're existing on the same in the same space.
No mystery here. That hurt.
That hurt.
Oh, no hit. There we go. Boom! Get off the screen.
All right, this is a fun one.
Good move, Batman. Batman.
This is a fun
Superman.
one. I'll take
It's
this.
Batman to the Batcave.
Got to admit, it is somewhat easier to survive him
Superman's a good player.
when when I'm paying a lot less attention. I'm just doing my shit. It's actually a lot easier to survive this motherfucker.
Nothing I can do about that.
Look at that. I'll take it. See, I assumed he had some slow days. Like, it doesn't feel... I feel like I would know. But he just doesn't, you know? He doesn't seem to have his proper beg hat on. Like, where the fuck's the tweet? Where's the tweet?
Nice. Get him off the screen.
It's almost like
Yes,
he's
it
doing
worked.
just fine for money and
That's
doesn't
so
need money for
beautiful.
his day off.
Oh, I missed. Fuck. No! Oh, I couldn't do anything about that.
Point. Red team.
Let's see. His clouds. His cloud should look like poops because he is the great Scatsby. Hack, hack, hack,
Yeah,
hack, hack.
Superman. Good shit, Superman. Very nice. Very nice. I'm learning.
Sounds like that
definitely
A
the
plus
up
was
Y
for
movie's
me.
great.
I very much
I just gotta
appreciate
learn
it.
about what normals to use with him.
The stupid shit's a lot of fun to do.
Excuse me.
You know, it's a lot of rough shit going
James, I'm
on
a big fan of Steven Universe,
in the
but is it
day-to-day life
family
right now.
fusion?
And this is the shit that I
Love
needed.
birds? I don't know what that means.
I knew it.
That went right
When
over
I
my
got
head.
free tonight, I was like, I
Fusion
just have to
lovebirds.
I need to go
Anyway,
stream.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance is great, G Dizzy. The first one's outstanding. It's one of my favorite games of the Xbox 360
You
era,
just said all
actually.
this.
I did a
You
lot of
just
online
said
co-op
all
in that one
this.
with some friends of mine
You're
back in the
gonna
day.
give another fucking review
2 was alright. I played it
of
more as a fun
the
game, and I played it with
what
people,
15-year-old
as a
game?
playthrough when I was a YouTuber. And then the third one is quite frankly not very good.
2 minutes
It's
after you
Switch
fucking did the
exclusive
last
stuff.
one.
If it weren't a Switch exclusive, it would probably be much better.
Choose your character.
Okay.
Fast forward 5 minutes, gonna be
Try
talking
again.
about
I
fucking
think Finn's pretty good. I want to keep playing with him.
comparing the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games again.
Up X has a solid combo chain for Finn. Just keep pressing up and X.
Hold that hand.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah, don't let him figure anything out. Don't you fucking dare.
Professor Bananas, it seems like Finn takes more skill than other characters I've played. What's going on? The fuck? Oh. What does it say? 5% increased damage with melee attacks while grounded. Okay. Malcolm, please. I mean, come on, man. Do I really? You really need to ask me questions like that? You know what the answer is. Come on.
Oh, now I want to see, what did Malcolm say? What did Malcolm have to say?
Okay.
ESP Gaming have visited Renton, Washington. Could we have a Street Fighter? God damn it. God damn it. Oh, he can't even just say no. He's got to be a fucking weird dick about it. Just say no. I fucking hate you. Give me money. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, the fact that people think they're gonna ask him that fucking question and it's not gonna just turn into a shit show. That made me happy. That was so fucking stupid. That was so fucking stupid.
That's really good.
Fake tweets have calmed
When you
down
get
since the
from underneath with
WWE
that
leak.
shit, that shit's
You know what?
real
That's a good point. That's a really fucking good point. And by the way, I don't know how the fuck anyone um, hits him hard on tweets and doesn't get knocked out immediately. Because I don't even remember what it was I said, but I literally the first time I ever
See?
tweeted
So
him, he
good.
knocked me out, and it wasn't. Excuse me. Oh my God. Excuse me. Um, I specifically remember it being pretty tame. In fact, I may have even said it may have just been something like he was begging for money or attendance for something, and I just wrote no. I do remember
Yes.
doing that, but I think I probably got in a
Again,
couple of
it's
tweets
so
before he
good.
nailed me. But yeah, it's always kind of surprising to me when someone
Down and X is
flies under
really
the
good.
radar with him
Look at this.
for an
It's a
extended period
two-hit
of time.
lunging combo.
Although admittedly, I went once or twice into his stream chat to fuck
Look at
around,
this. Oh!
and he was just dead set and
Oh my
determined. He
God,
was just dead
double
set and determined to
elimination.
ignore me. I said some
Double
rough shit
elimination.
that night. I know that. And yet at the same time, I
Very
will say when I
nice.
first started watching years ago on a separate YouTube account, all I did was showed up, and I'll never forget this. All I did was showed up and said, "I'm here to support the
Very
Legacy,"
nice.
and that was it. Knocked me out immediately. So I think it was probably a banned word thing.
So basically, down and X is a really good two-hit lunging combo. You go up slam and an
Lunging.
upper sword slash and a down slam. That's really good. Side X is okay. It's a basic combo. But that up and Y, if you can get from right at the underneath of the right
What about the
angle,
melee?
that shit beats the shit out of them. They
I
just
haven't heard him
bounce
say anything about the
everywhere.
melee for a while.
It's good stuff.
That's another one of my favorites,
Yes,
the
Derek, as
melee.
you know, the best way to do this is not address any of it, all right? Everyone, please just ignore the nonsense. Thank you. It's the best way to address it. Bring it up. Exactly
You're
what they
bringing it
want,
up right
exactly
now?
what you
God,
think
you
they want.
stupid fuck.
Okay.
Hang on. Where are we at here?
Looks like I got a reward here. What did I get?
Oh, we got fake Derek's. I love that.
I have no idea. I clicked on it. I didn't even get to see what it was. Garnet is a gem who was the
He
result of
banned
two
the
plus
wrong
gems fused
Derek.
together. That's what he meant. Oh. I still don't understand it.
Oh,
Is a
I
gem
hope
a
that's
person?
true.
How the fuck does that make any sense?
I hope that's true. But I think he knows.
No idea.
He knows one Derek from another Derek at this point. In fact, I think he's made made a big deal about that. So I kind of low key love this. I think I'll save coloring this for another day. But I think we've created something really special here. The king and his mighty steed heading to their favorite place on their day off. This is perfect because we know what they're doing on their day off now. It's here. It's right, man. It's right in front of us. They're gonna pull some sweaty men and get some robust cuisine. It's Scopely Kingdom. I love it. We did it, and we did it together. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I might go dick around for a little bit in Pieces stream. It's been a while since I've been able to be at one live. Most of the time I catch up on Pieces streams at the gym in the morning, which is fucking insane in and of itself. I'm sitting around catching up on fucking DSP restreams in the gym, but it is what it is. I have a problem. But I definitely have a long day ahead of me tomorrow. So methinks I'm gonna get out of here, entertain myself a little bit longer, and then get some rest. So again, thanks everybody for coming. Elaine, especially, always really nice to hang with you. Thank you again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop this thing tonight. I have a real problem with holding back on things. And this is good. This is good to share. It'll be fun to put color in this later, but I think this thing is good to go to share out. So I'll be dropping this just as soon as I'm done with the stream here. But thanks for chilling. This was a lot of fun. This is definitely what I needed. This is just the kind of shit I needed to relax for a little bit.
No, he didn't. He almost did.
I'm hoping I can actually come one of these days and do this on a day where I'm not fucking completely stressed out, so that I can really get into it and have some fun. But hopefully I kept a bit of energy up. Hopefully I kept it fun. Yeah, I guess that's all I got. So enjoy the rest of the night. I'll probably see you over in Pieces Stream, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Night.
What? You didn't die? Time to start launching.